Children, welcome to the recorded session. Today I have brought for you a very interesting topic from grammar, and the topic is subject verb agreement. And today the class is going to be quite interesting. So let us start. So children, our topic is subject verb agreement. So before starting the topic, we need to understand what is subject, what is verb, and what is the meaning of agreement. And children, in your textbook, under this topic, one word is used, concord. So we will understand what is the meaning of this word concord. So now, agreement means some harmony, some relationship. So if we want to be in peace, if we want to be in good relationship, we have to maintain some harmony, a good relationship. So that you see around you in all the relationships, even in your home, in your school, with your friends, with your family members. So that is called agreement and concord. Remember, means to maintain harmony. So now students, what is subject? So in the previous classes you have learned that each sentence has three parts: subject, verb, object. So every sentence has subject, object and verb. Now, what is the meaning of subject here? Children, sentence means a group of words, which makes a meaningful sentence, which gives us a meaningful sense. That is called a sentence. So now, see this example. A doctor treats patients. So doctor treats patients. So now we have to find out what is the subject. First of all, I am telling you subject can be a noun. See here, subject can be a noun. It can be a pronoun. So we can say that subject can be person, place, a thing, an idea. So any of these can be a subject. And what is the meaning of verb? Verb means, the action word. The work which is performed by the subject is called verb. So we can say in general term that verb means action word. The action which is performed by the subject. So now let us try to understand. So now you are clear with the subject, you are clear with the verb. Now our second step is to identify subject and verb in the sentence. Now, a doctor treats patients. Now you ask a question from yourself before identifying. Who treats patients? A doctor. So here a doctor is the subject. And another question you ask from you, who is the person which is treating the patient? So doctor. So that is the subject. Now who is performing the action? Who is treating? That is the doctor. So doctor is a noun also. So we can say that he is a subject. Now what he is performing? He is treating the patients. So what action he is taking? He is treating the patient. So that is the verb. Okay. So doctor is the subject, treats is the verb here. Now moving on to the next step. Subject and verb should always be agree in number. In number means the verb and subject we should see if it is singular. If subject is singular, the verb should also be singular. If subject is plural, the verb should also be plural. So same way, one more rule you should remember, that subject and verb should agree in person also. So these 2 points are must, and you must remember these 2 points, that subject and verb should agree in number. Subject and verb should agree in person. So what is the meaning of here number? Number means singular and plural. And you are quite clear, singular means single and plural means more, many. Same way, person. Person means it can be first person, it can be second person, or it can be third person. You are already aware of first person. First person is I or we. Second person is you. And third person is he, she, it, they. So, first person, second person, third person. So now you remember, subject verb should agree in number, subject verb should agree in person. Now moving on to the next, children. Before starting the subject verb agreement, first of all you have to learn what is subject and what is verb. Then your work is to identify the subject and verb in the sentence, and then you should see that subject and verb should agree in number, subject and verb should agree in person. Now in the next module we are going to learn the first rule. We follow some rules while performing the subject and verb agreements. We follow some rules. So let us take it one by one. So first one is two or more singular nouns or pronouns when they are joined. Two or more singular nouns or pronouns when they are joined. When they are joined by and. Then which type of verb we should use? We should use plural verb. So now the question arises in your mind, what is a singular verb and what is a plural verb? See children, a doctor treats patients. So doctor is a singular. One doctor, a doctor I wrote. Treats. So this is a singular verb. So here singular subject, singular verb. So subject verb agreement is correct. Now we will see in the second sentence, doctors. Now it is plural. Doctors treat patients. So doctors is a plural subject and treat is a plural verb. So it is according with these 2 points, which is correct. So the sentence, if we want the sentence, should be perfect. Perfect means grammatically right, grammatically correct. Then we should always see that subject verb should agree in number, subject verb should agree in person. The sentence will only be perfect when it is following these points. Now rule number 1, two or more singular nouns, pronouns joined by and. So if two nouns or two pronouns are joined by using the word and in the middle, we should use the plural verb. Now let us see a few examples. Gold and silver are precious metals. So now here gold and silver, these two are the nouns, and we have joined these two subjects with the word and. So now when two nouns are joined by and, which verb you should use? Plural verb we should use. So see here, are is the plural verb. Now when two pronouns we are joining by and, like he and I, were playing. So here were is also the plural verb. Okay. So this sentence is grammatically right as it is following subject verb agreement. Now you might be aware of with be. When we are using in the present, then it will be is, am, are. Or when we are using be in the past tense, then it will be used as was, were. Same thing you have observed here. Here it is in the present tense. So gold and silver are precious metals. Here it is in past. So he and I were playing. So remember children. Now second one, two or more singular subjects connected by or nor. If or and nor words are used in the formation of the subject, then we have to use the singular verb. Now see here example. Neither food nor water was to be found there. neither food nor water was. So we are using here singular verb, that is was. Either Mona or her parents, either Mona or her parents are to be avoided. So here either Mona or her parents. So here we are using her parents, that is why we are using here plural verb. Now this is little tricky. It's not going as per this rule, because in English always we have to follow some tricks and some exceptions are always there on the way. Even in the first one, when I said you we are using and, then we are using the plural verb. But here is also some exceptions are there, some tricky situations are there. Suppose I am giving here another sentence, bread and butter is his food. So there I will use is instead of are. Why? Because bread and butter both are related, both are food only. So both are related to each other, and we will take it as a whole, as a one only. So bread and butter is his food. So his food we are taking as a whole, his food. That is why we are using there is instead of plural verb. Same way here, neither food nor water was to be found there. Here we have used singular verb. But in the very next sentence, this is a special situation where here it is Mona is the singular, but here her parents. So here we have to use are to be avoided. Now moving on to the next. Some nouns are in plural form but singular in meaning. So there we have to use singular verb only. So some nouns are in plural form. So I will give you some examples. Which nouns are in plural form? Like news. It looks like plural but we use it for singular also. And mathematics. Mathematics, it is a singular only. Mathematics is one subject. Civics. Okay, civics is also one subject. Physics. Physics is also a single subject. Okay, so many more. Economics. So news, mathematics, civics, economics, physics. In all you will see the S is there. But these all are the singular only. So now always remember, we always use in this type of cases singular verb. The news is true. The news is true. So which verb we used here? Singular verb we used here. The mathematics is my favorite subject. You will not say mathematics are. You will say mathematics is my favorite subject. The mathematics is my favorite subject. So you remember some nouns which are in the plural form, but we take it as a single only and we always use the singular verb for them. Now moving on to the next step. When a plural noun denotes some specific quality is considered as a whole. Now when we talk about some specific quantity like 10 kilometers or 15 minutes. So 10 kilometers, here we are taking the distance. 15 minutes, here we are taking the time. So time, distance, or number of like a dozen. So this type of words we take it as a whole only because we are using it as a unit. So there we should always use is, means we are always using their singular verb. So children, now remember all these rules. So these rules are, first one is that when we are using and, we should always use a plural verb, but there are some tricky situations. Exceptions are everywhere. So here also we have exception. I have given you already, bread and butter is his meal. So there we are using is because we are taking it as a whole food. Same here. Either Mona or her parents are to be avoided. So here we are using are but not using the singular verb because we have used the parents here. So we should see here proximity. Proximity means the nearest one. The word which is nearest to the verb, that we should see. If the nearest word is in the plural form, we should use the plural verb only. Same way here. Some nouns are there, and these nouns are seen as the plurals, but they are not plural, they are singular, and we always use for this type of nouns, we use only the singular verbs. And this one we have seen that here we have taken 10 kilometers as a whole, as a distance, as a unit. So we have used is. 15 minutes we have taken as a time, a unit. So we have used here is. Now moving on to the next. When the plural noun is a proper name for single object, we take it as a collective unit or as a whole. So we use their singular verb. So remember students, when plural noun is the proper name, we take it as a collective unit, as a whole, and it is followed by the singular verb. Now let us see example. Gulliver's Travels was written by Swift. Now in case of another example, the United States has a big army. So see, Gulliver's Travels. So we have taken it as a single, as a collective, as a whole. Same way the United States has. So here we are considering it as a single unit, as a whole. And we are using here singular verb. Same we have used here singular verb. Now moving on to the next. When the subject is followed by words like as well as, along with, beside, etc., singular verb is used in such cases. Rita, along with her friend, is going to the park. Rupa, as well as her mother, is attending the PTM. So children, here our focus is the main subject. But here main subject is our focus. So in those cases, say here we are keeping attention, our focus on Rita, and we are using here singular verb. So in such sentences, you remember the main subject we should focus, and according to the main subject we should apply our verb. So Rita along with her friend. You don't need to see along with her friend. You keep it aside and focus on Rita and use the singular verb. Now last one, words like either, neither, each, everyone, many, someone, no one, each, all these words are followed by the singular verb. Either of the sisters is a good dancer. Each one of us was excited for the picnic. So here, either of the sisters, don't see this proximity here. See the singular verb, singular subject here. Either, each one. So this is each one, this is the singular. So that is why we have used here singular verb. So now children, we have completed all the basic rules we are following in subject verb agreement, and I hope the topic is clear to you. And before closing it, I am giving you a quick summary. So subject verb agreement, you have to first be familiar with what is subject and what is verb. Subject can be a noun, it can be a pronoun. So noun means it can be a person, place, thing, or an idea. Pronoun, it can be a first person, second person, or third person. I, we, you is the second person, he, she, it, they, third person. So here you remember, if subject is singular, the verb we should use singular. If subject is plural, the verb should be plural. So always remember these 2 points. I am stressing it again in the beginning of the topic also. I have emphasized this. You have to remember that subject verb should be in agreement in number. Subject verb should be in agreement in person. So that's it for today.